In today's Show and Tell Monday video, we're going to be showing you the new Dual Sport we've added to our channel. So let's get to the video. If you guys have been following our channel for very long, you know that there's a community tab. Under the community tab, I posted up several choices of bikes, specifically dual sport bikes, and let you guys vote. Well, the votes have been tallied up, and there was a strong interest in the Honda CRF Rally version, as well as some bikes I'd never even heard of, and it was actually kind of cool to do a little bit of research on those bikes as well. And I'll tell you what we ultimately came up with was the Honda 2022 Honda CRF 450rl, and I'll briefly go into 3 or 4 reasons as to why we added this bike. We'll start out with number one being, many of you know I'm a hunter, and we're not very far away from hunting season. The place that I hunt is in Oklahoma, and there's over 10,000 acres around there that you can actually go and hunt. I've been hunting that place for about 5-6 years now, and one of the things that was important to me was to be able to take my bike, maybe get out here on some of these old country roads like we're riding this morning, and set up on some fence lines and do some additional scouting. And I think I could get away with parking this bike up on the fence line and watching with my binoculars over parking my Jeep or truck for that matter. Now, with the hunting aspect side of it being talked about, we'll go into reason number 2. Reason number 2 for the dual sport is I needed a smaller bike that was lighter, that I could easily take to camp, whether I put it on the back of the Jeep on one of those little car totes, or just haul it on a small trailer, or the last couple of years I've camped at hunting camp, I've been taking, look at this little guy. How fun is that? Anyways, I've been taking an enclosed trailer, so we could put the bike in the enclosed trailer, be able to go from there as well. So that's reason number 2. It'd be easy to get it into camp at the public hunting areas as well, just taking it with us. Alright, reason number 3. If you guys know me and David at Tankerman YouTube channel, Tankerman, we try to meet up at least once a month and go ride. And right now he's riding his adventure bike, is that KTM 890 Adventure. Really sweet bike. I like that bike. And when he's riding that, I'm on my KLR, obviously. But one of the things that we've talked about since we met, when we originally met through YouTube, I had the DRZ, and he still has a dirt bike. I did not want a dirt bike because to me it's real important that I be able to go out and do just exactly what I'm doing right now. I can get up early and go ride on a bike that's plated and not have to worry about getting in trouble. So that's reason number 3. Well, I didn't actually tell you. We're gonna go do some of the trails in between here in Louisiana and do some of the forest road trails and stuff like that. Really enjoy that aspect of it, and that's something that I don't want to take my KLR on. I believe the KLR, I've got it set up for exactly my intended use on it, and that's for making long adventure rides. Whereas this bike's going to be short day trips, trail rides, and Lord willing, I'll even do one of those races like David's done in the past. Yeah, I know it's a detuned 450 and I don't plan on winning the race. I just want to do it. I think it'd be fun. Number 4, I wanted a dual sport. Again, it's got to be street legal. That's important to me over a dirt bike. And who's to say one day if I get real serious at racing, which I doubt I will at my age, we could always try to pick up a used dirt bike or something if that ends up being the case. But for the time being, I truly believe that's going to make a world of difference. And then second, well, let's just go number 5. Number 5, I still plan on doing some moto camping off of this bike. It's not going to be, like I said, I'm not going to do long adventure rides, but I am going to do some shorter, maybe close to home fishing off of it, close to home camping, as well as what we're going to call some stealth camping. I think that'll just be really fun. Keep this bike limited. I've been looking at the Moto rackless 10. And by the time you buy a rear rack for this bike and just even like a top bag for it, you can almost purchase that rackless 10 for about the same amount of money, and you don't technically need that rear rack. Part of the reason I wanted the rear rack was to put that 1 gallon roto pack on that we carried with our DRZ. At this particular moment in time, I had no intentions of trying to put an IMS tank on this bike, or a bigger tank if you will. Figure worst case scenario, I can carry some of those little gas cans like we use with the tri-fuel camp stove we have, and or a roto pack. Option number 2, I guess, would be, instead of buying the Moto, is see if I can't come up with a leather bag system and make it myself, kind of match some of the leather that we've done on the KLR, and see how that turns out. I love Moto stuff. They make quality stuff, and sometimes you think to yourself, well, you know, instead of messing around and spending days working on a project like that, you could just go ahead and buy the Moto, and you know that right out of the box it's going to work. So there's pros and cons to that. But again, guys, I'm going to keep this video short. I do want to hear from you. I know that everybody who's looking at the Honda CRF 450rl, the people that are looking at it are wanting to know what kind of mods they need to do to make the bike run. The people who already have it, they're going to hopefully chime in and give me the top 3 or 4 mods that they believe needs to happen first on this bike. As you can see, we had bought these mirrors for the KLR. I didn't really care for them on the KLR, and I even said in the video, if I end up with a dual sport, those mirrors are probably going to be on it, and here they are. So again, guys, that's going to be it for our show and tell Monday. We're going to just basically introduce the bike to you. We've already done the 100 mile break-in miles, and this is just basically an intro to the channel. We may go all the way back to day 1, do a video on that, or I'm just gonna, I'll throw in the video of me bringing it home. So again, guys, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. As always, may you have a blessed week.